U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
He's going to keep this again.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
It quickly to Thielen here.
And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for the Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking it.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Shifts by him.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards the gain for number 18. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your...
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Cook again.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 29. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Up the middle, it's Cook. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Back to throw here. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands.
Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They are certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. He'll look to throw.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the complete.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Down to the 42, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
First down, Irv Smith and partner. It just feels like this is his year because you remember him as a second-rounder in 2019, and he had to share the starting job at tight end in his first 2 seasons. After almost 700 yards and 7 touchdowns, the job is truly his here in Minnesota.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He'll look to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the...
So that challenge, a successful one.
He'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. Second and 9 now.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.